I'll tell you about that around about 25 to 7. Let's pick up on this story. Oxford has become a scruffy, poorly managed clone town, trading on its past glories. That's according to a retail expert from Oxford who used to run 2 jewellery shops in the city. Ian Middleton attacked a lack of political will and said that efforts from the City Council amounted to cut and paste answers. Ian, good to talk to you. Ian Middleton, what do you mean by the cut and paste answers and a lack of political will?
It was a response to comments made by Mary Clarkson, who was the councillor responsible for city centre matters, in a story that was featured in the Oxford Mail about a coffee bar, Combi Boss Coffee, that had closed in Gloucester Green. And they cited saying that they thought that the city had lost its sparkle. And that kind of chimed with me, and I read the article, and towards the end, Councillor Clarkson made some comments saying that the City Council, what did she say? She said business rates are set by central government. The City Council provides business rate relief to many small businesses. Now, to me, that sounded like the council were suggesting that they had specific local schemes to help local businesses, which surprised me because I know when I was a city centre trader, I struggled to get any support from the council. So I did an FOI request and asked for how much support had been given to micro businesses, which are nationally defined as businesses employing 9 people or less, and discovered that really they'd provided it to 6 businesses outside of government mandated schemes, and that amounted to about £40,000. The City Council returned and came back and said that they'd actually given £31 million worth of relief. But when I looked at that more closely, they were actually just referring mostly to government-mandated schemes, which were really nothing directly to do with them. And I just thought that the position that the council were taking was actually disingenuous and unhelpful to the discussion about how the impact that business rates are having on businesses, particularly small businesses on the high street.
We had a statement from the county council, which says the city council, which says Oxford City Council works hard to support local businesses. We haven't got anybody from the council to put their side on this, Ian. So let's just pick up on the fact that it's becoming what do we say? A poorly managed clone town. Cloning to what? Look, it just looks like everywhere else. It doesn't. It looks like Oxford.
Well, clone towns, I mean, I did a bit of research on this after those comments. Those were sort of just some small comments I made in an overall open letter that I sent to Councillor Clarkson. I sort of did a bit of research, and there were accusations of Oxford City becoming a clone town as far back as 2005. And I think generally the terminology of clone town is that a town that has all the same retailers that the majority of other towns have. And I think particularly now that the Westgate's open, that's become more of a case. And I think the fact, my concern is that independent retailers that actually do provide a bit of individualism and character to an area are being forced out, and in particular, with regard to Councillor Clarkson's comments and the support generally available from the City Council, they're not being given enough support. I mean, we've already seen the number of retailers that are being lost in the covered market as a result of all sorts of factors.
But isn't that business, Ian? I mean, isn't that business? If you've got an offer that's the public really like, whether you're a massive chain or whether you're a little one-man, two-man band independent shop, if you've got something that the public want and they'll come and spend the money, then you'll do okay.
Depends on the town, really. I mean, if the town itself isn't attracting the right kinds... I mean, that was the problem I found in my own business, that there was over about a 10-year period, there was a decline in the kind of standard. I mean, the City Council are always very fond of quoting footfall, but footfall is, a lot of retailers will say footfall, schmuckfall. That's just a bald number. It doesn't tell you the kinds of people that are being attracted to the city. I mean, we're largely seeing these days large tour groups who don't generally spend in the city, and they push up the footfall figures, and they don't really give you the sorts of customers that you really need in shops. And particularly small retailers and small businesses, even hospitality businesses, they don't have the sorts of economies of scale that the larger companies have in order to offset those sorts of losses. And, having poor days, a few bad months for a small retailer can mean the end of them.
Ian, you make some interesting points. Thanks for coming on. Really appreciate that. And just to back up what Oxford City Council was saying to us in that statement, they say they work hard to support local businesses. You might have a view. Feel free to share it, won't you?